Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to insert these brass nuts into bosses for 3D prints. Particularly we're talking about PLL prints and why we would want to be doing that. For example, here we have a product where we wanted the base to be standing off the table, and so we have these bosses here that have the brass inserts, or we are working on an enclosure here where we have these bosses standing up and we want to insert the brass inserts like this one here. The most common one that we use is of size M3, and they're easily to get, very common. And to insert these, you just need a few tools. First of all, we need a soldering iron. So we have modified a very old soldering iron that we have kicking around. You can see we have the iron itself upside down in the holder. We've set it onto 4. This one doesn't have a temperature reading, but medium high. And this is something that you have to play with and see what works for you. You're going to need some tweezers or pliers. And we also have made a custom flat board, a solid flat board, so that you can push the brass inserts into the 3D print. And what we've made here is a practice board. We call this the M3 brass insert practice board. And it has 9 locations where the user can practice to insert these. It's a good idea to practice this before you do it on a final product like this enclosure. And so you can practice here, and the good thing about this is that when you're done with it, you can just break these open and retrieve the 9 brass inserts, and they won't get lost or damaged or anything like that. We will make this available to download for anybody, and just if you're incorporating these bosses for yourself for an M3 insert, we found that the inner diameter is 3.95 millimeter and the outer one is a minimum of 7.95. That's the diameter. We found that those work quite well, and the height is 6 millimeters if you're using these. There's some smaller brass inserts and there's bigger ones, but this is one that we use commonly, and all the other ones will be about the same. So the way to go about doing this, you very carefully, without burning yourself, pick up a brass insert and put it on top of the soldering iron tip, which I've already preheated. Now I could tell you some kind of temperature that you should reach to get to insert this properly, but what we do is just by experiment. We put in a few seconds, so this was a few seconds. Now I'm going to take it out carefully. This is going to be piping hot. I'm going to simply put it on top of this and push it in. You see, it just wants to melt right in, but it wasn't hot enough to go all the way. Now I'm going to pick up this tool. You can see what the use of this is. I'm going to squeeze it. But see, now it has already cooled down too much to continue to go, and it is not yet flush. So what I'm going to do, very carefully, put this brass insert, which is now halfway inserted, on top of this hot soldering iron for 3 seconds. Take it out and then push it again. Now we'll have to do that a few times to get it flush. You could heat the brass insert even further in the first initial step, but I find from experience that then there's too much heat left in the brass nut that it just continues to warm up the rest of the PLL, and you could get deformations. And you see here for 2 times I squeezed it, and we now have a flush brass insert that is very nicely fit and snug in there. And most importantly, because we're using this tool, the brass insert is normal to this plane. Right? You obviously want all of these to be normal if you're, for example, making a lid. So here we have brass inserts to mount some boards on, but we will be putting brass insert into this here, and this will act for the lid itself. So you want all of those to be normal to the plane, which is what we got here. So let's do another one. And we'll provide the dimensions for the design of the bosses. I had just set them, but we'll provide the dimensions either in a schematic or for download. and this will be available as well. Actually, the dimensions are written right here. 3.95 by 7.95 are the two diameters, and the height is a minimum of 6 to have enough clearance to you want a little bit of a gap in the bottom because there might be some gunk of PLL that you're pushing along, and so if you make it the same height as the brass insert, then you're going to have a tough time. So this is hot. I'm going to pick it up. You notice how when I put the brass insert on the soldering iron tip that I had the top side facing up. There's different techniques on how to do this, but with this technique the top side of the brass insert goes up, and so now it is cooled down. I can't push it anymore. We're going to hold it on here for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and push it a little bit further, and that was just enough to go to the finish line. And now we have another very snug, tight, and normal brass insert. So I'll show one more. When you're taking this, you can see here the brass insert is a little bit thicker on one side, that's the top, and the bottom doesn't have these grooves. So the top has the grooves and it's thicker. So make sure when you're putting into the soldering iron, you put that side up, because you don't want to be turning this thing in when it's hot. You're going to burn yourself. So we waited 10 seconds, and you can use anything here to push this down. Yeah, just a piece of metal, something very straight and solid. This thing you can practice to do 9 of them, but it gets a little bit more tricky when you're having an enclosure like this, where you have the walls. That's why the board size that we put in here is the same dimension of our little handheld tool, and it fits in here perfectly, right? So if you're doing the same thing over and over for many different boards, this fits right in here, and so you can get all of the bosses easily and keep it normal. So that is probably hot. Let's go take it out. Maybe it's too hot. And again, you have to experiment with the temperature of the soldering iron. Oh yeah, this one is hotter than the other ones. I talked too much. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, almost, but still one more. So we're gonna touch it at the top. 1, 2, 3. Don't do this too long because the soldering iron is super hot, and the heat of it, heat rises. You're letting all the heat go into the PLA, and it's going to almost. See, that looks really nice. So now we have 3, and if you practice all 9 of them and they all look like this, I think you have mastered this art. Very, very useful if you are making nice enclosures with your 3D prints. And like I was saying, getting the next step after that would be practicing with an old enclosure maybe, or something that has an edge, and then maybe a custom tool to squeeze it in like this. But for today, that is it for this video. Thank you very much.